Fun. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the mini Zoom series Confessions of a Facilitator, dedicated to facilitators and their favorite tools. And I know it's a bit difficult to choose just one, but today, well, for those of you who don't know Access Consciousness, because we are playing with the tools of Access Consciousness, is this my view of it, this toolbox where you go, you pick something out of there, some tool, and you change your life as by magic there where you choose to. So today I have the pleasure, the leisure, the fun of having Sir Alun Jones with me.
Hello.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
Alun, there are two rules in this mini series show. It's a show after all. We show off. Well, there are two rules. One, show me more, show me more, show me more. Delicious body. And by the way, that's my favorite shirt. I've seen it on Facebook and I love it. All those butterflies. It gives
I love
butterflies to those watching you.
It's all about change and transformation and flying and being free and just being beautiful in the world, exactly as we are, or however we show up.
Wow. Meme.
Yeah.
Meme. Oh, you have a cat. I just see that we have our friend Cat coming to see you.
Okay.
That's very interesting. So, I was saying there are two rules. One, we have fun.
Okay.
Second one, then rule number one doesn't apply. We apply rule number one. Okay?
Okay.
So, Alun, who are you? And
who am I?
What's your favorite tool?
That's a really interesting question. You asked me that question, like, who am I? I actually have just done a post on Facebook about that. But that's kind of a whole conversation for another time. So my name is Alun Jones. I am a Access Consciousness certified facilitator. Woo-hoo! It's only taken me 7 years to choose it, but I got there. And you know, actually, this kind of is pertinent to this whole discussion around tools, because if it hadn't been for the tools of Access Consciousness, I never would have chosen it. So all of the beyond, all of the kind of the panic and all of that stuff that comes up as you're looking at all the prerequisites and how am I going to do it, if it wasn't for the tools from the foundation class, which I love facilitating, I wouldn't have got to Rome, which is where the class was this year.
Wow. So you're a fresh, brand new, sparkling, shining CF.
I am a chicken, yeah.
How did I get so lucky to have him here today? How did you get also lucky to have him? Because I've been watching you long for a while now, and I have this, this strange, how should I say it, feel about it or a perception about it. You've been a facilitator for such a long time.
Yeah, and it's funny because for probably the last 3 years, people have said to me, "Oh, will you come and facilitate a foundation class?" I'm like, I'm not a certified facilitator yet. And they're like, "Really?" And I'm like, yeah, I just hadn't chosen it until, and probably I didn't really choose it until December. And the class was in March. And I was pulling together the prerequisites because I didn't make it significant. And so God, I love the tools. And every time I share them, and every time now I've facilitated a foundation class, just the change that people are willing to have from these tools. I used to do the foundation class probably 2 to 3 times a year. Yeah. So it's almost like, God, there are so many tools that I would love to share in this. And so what I would say to you is come to a foundation class, whether it's Selena's or mine or someone else's in the world, get yourself to a foundation class, because the amount of change you can have from these classes is entirely up to you. So maybe one of my favorite tools is choice. Right? Because choice is what is because let's have this whole discussion around it, because choice is what creates our life, not conclusion, not thinking, not decisions. I didn't decide to go to Rome, I was still choosing it, because even the day before I was still asking the question, so truth, am I still choosing this? Because often,
Wow.
yeah, right, because we like choice only lasts for kind of 10 seconds or so. So how many choices do people think that they've made, that they think, oh, well, I've made that choice, I don't have to make it again? Well, no, you have to keep showing the universe that you're still choosing it. You know, that was something that I really didn't get for a long time. You choose something, you choose it again, you choose it again, you keep choosing it, you keep choosing it. You still be in the question about, am I still choosing this? And even walking to the venue on the day of the class, truth, am I still choosing this 5 days? Because I could have, like, my hotel was paid for. I didn't have to go to class. And like, where have people decided that because they chose something in the past, they now can't choose something different? Where have you decided that you've chosen something, therefore you don't have to keep choosing? And you don't have to keep choosing it. But if you want it to actualize and it hasn't actualized yet, okay, so am I still choosing this? Like, what else is required to actualize this choice? Sorry, I know, like, I'm like, because for me, choice is just so super juicy. Like, what am I choosing in this 10 seconds? What am I actually choosing? Because, like, I hear people all the time, and I used to do it myself now. I do all my clearings in the morning. And, like, you know, yeah, right. I clear my points of view about money. I clear my points of view about having money. And then for the rest of the day, I was like, oh, I've got no money. There's no money coming in.
Yeah.
Like, that's a choice, right? Where you put your attention is what you're choosing. This is why choosing is what's like, is it still working for you? If that choice isn't working, okay, so how do I change this choice? What other choices are required for this to show up for me?
And can I ask you something? How, it's not a how, but you said, okay, even the day before I went to class, I asked myself, am I still choosing it?
Yeah.
How many of the choices that we are usually saying that we are making are not even ours?
And this is, yeah, because I did that quite a few times. There were a few classes around the world that I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to that class. And I wasn't really choosing. I was aware of everybody else's stuff. And then I didn't create it. So then I would go immediately into the wrongness and think, oh, look, see, I can't even create what I want in my life. I hadn't asked the question, another tool from Access, so I'm going to share too. Is this mine, or who does this belong to? So,
yeah,
because like, I mean, I am like everybody else. When I'm creating a class or a call or kind of sessions with people, I pull energy like a mofo.
Oh, you do what? You do what? You
I
what?
pull
What?
energy. Another tool, pulling energy, another pull. And I have
What's
some
that?
energy.
What's that, Ellen?
Yeah.
What's that? We don't know. What's that?
If you go to look at my YouTube channel, because there's some energy pulls on there, and basically energy pulls are where you're pulling the creation energy from all over the universe into what it is that you would like to have in your life or in the world. So let's say you have a class that you're creating, you kind of get a sense of what the class is, and then you pull, create, you just ask to pull in, and it happens. You just energy pull.
Like you suck the energy from somewhere, like
you suck it through the universe, through the class that you're creating, or whatever it is that you're creating, through everyone who's willing to come to that class, whether they know it or not, through the class, and then you trickle it back out. If you go to my YouTube channel, there's a whole load of Access people.
We are going to put all the details of where people can find you a bit later down, because personally, I find that you are such a master of videos that when people look at your videos, they totally get what you're talking about. I mean, it's not just like and that, yeah, it was nice, but no, they allow people to ask more questions afterwards, and that's what actually, you pulled me into your world.
I'm good at pulling, just saying.
You're
all you
good
men out there, just saying.
You're good.
So when someone is pulling, like Jane and Gary will pull energy dynamically through things like the choice possibilities or the symphony possibilities or other classes they're doing, and they will pull through them. And so you've got to look at it and go, truth, is this mine? Truth, if I choose this, what will my life be like in 10 years' time? Truth, if I don't choose this, what will my life be like in 10 years' time?
Yeah.
So, there's more than one tool here, people. But, and this is it. Like, for me, asking these questions is just so much fun. And if we can do it without significance and just go, okay, so in this 10 seconds, what am I choosing? What could I choose in this 10 seconds that would be fun for me? What could I choose in this 10 seconds that would be fun for me and make me money now and in the future? What can I
Why
choose in this?
fun, Alan? Why fun?
Why
I
fun?
mean, isn't it supposed to be like hard work and bang your heads against the wall and stuff like
Yeah.
that?
Yeah. Life is supposed to be like sliding down razor blades naked. It's like, you know?
Oh,
Yeah.
I just got the visual and the pain with it. No, thank you. I will
Yeah.
go for the fun of it.
And there it is. Like, what if Gary Douglas, founder of Access Consciousness, Dr. Dane here, their co-creator, would say, like, what if the purpose of life is to have fun? And, you know, we're not here to have fun. We're here to serve God. Okay, that's an
Huh?
interesting choice.
Yeah.
We're not here to have fun. We're here to survive. We're here to, like, okay, all right. And how's that working for you? And you know, if it's what you want to choose, that I have no point of view. Choose that. For me, I'm going to choose the pool with the Cabana boys kind of bringing me kind of champagne and just being nice and pampering me and just having, delicious kind of fun, juicy food, lots of kind of things that kind of inspire me and inspire me to create more. And I'm no longer, well, I say no longer, as much as possible, I don't jump back into the pool of poo. When I find myself getting out the paradise pool and jumping into the pool of poo, I use the
Yeah.
tool. Like, what else can I choose here?
And when it's not really obvious, you ask again a question. What else can I choose here?
Yeah, what else can
Universe.
and here's another one, like, because we're so not used to choosing different. Like, we're so used to kind of, if I keep making this choice, eventually it will come out right. Okay, pod poc everything that is. But it's like, universe, show me. I'm sorry, I can't just share one tool.
Oh,
Universe, show me is another tool that I love. You know,
oh,
it's like,
I told you to
universe,
stick
show me. Yeah,
to one favorite.
I'm a multi-tool boy.
Oh, that's juicy.
No visuals there, people. So, universe, show me the choices available to me that I haven't considered or acknowledged. Like, when we're in that place, I go, I don't know what else to choose. Like, okay, universe, please show me what other choices are available to me that I haven't acknowledged. Universe, please show me other choices available to me that would create more ease in my life in the world that I haven't considered or acknowledged.
My favorite question lately to go to comes from Dane. What do you think? What do you know it's possible that you think it's
Yeah.
impossible? That if you allowed the possibility of it would actualize a totally different reality. And
Yeah.
everything that doesn't allow you to know, receive, perceive, and be that the total is, just pot the shit out of it.
True story. And that's it. It's like, so what do you know is possible with having fun in your life that you don't think is possible, that if you would allow the possibility would actualize as more fun in your life than you've ever been willing to have before?
That's
Everything that doesn't
cool.
allow that, let's create it. Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, pod, online shorts,
Thank you
boys
for
and
this.
beyonds. Wow.
Thank you
Yeah.
for this. This is going to be, like the juicy process of this series, of this video. And I have a question for you, because you said, okay, choosing, and we are so used in choosing once. And if the choice was made in the past, we stick to it.
Yeah.
And that if we want to create our life, if we desire to create our life differently, we, the tool to go to is choose every 10 seconds.
Yeah.
But to me, the question is, what if I don't even know what I want to create? How do I do an energy pool and choose and do an energy pool when I don't know exactly what I want?
Okay, so, and that's the thing, like, often we try and cognitize, we try and think things through, like creative visualization, you have to have an image of what you want. Okay, so very quickly then, to anyone who's watching, just get a sense, what would your life be like? And this is like, just get a sense of the energy of it. You don't have to try and visualize it, you don't have to try and describe it, but get a sense of what would your life be like if you always chose kindness for you. Get a sense of what your life would be like if you never stressed about money again. Get a sense of what your life would be like if you woke up feeling happy to be alive and awake in the world. Get a sense of what your life would be like if every day was different and inspiring. Get a sense of what the energy of what your life would be like if you were willing to receive everything with no point of view. Get a sense of what your life would be like if you acknowledged just how awesome you were and the gift you are to the planet. So just get a sense of what that is, right? And you may not have words for it. So that, right? That. What if you had that as your life, as a starting point. And then you just ask the energy of the universe to contribute. Say, hey, universe, can you please contribute to me having this with total ease? And universe, please show me the choices I can make that would actualize that. And universe, show me what else is even greater that I can choose right now. Like, and anything that matches that energy. So it could be going for a coffee. It could be um, calling a friend. It could be creating a product. It could be going and masturbating or having sex. Like whatever matches that energy, choose it. And then you just keep using whatever seems to match that energy frequency. And the more you do it, and this is the thing, it's like a tool that a muscle that the more you choose it, the more you use it, the greater and the easier it gets.
Wow.
So at first it may feel like pushing a rock uphill, and eventually that's going to change if you just keep going, just keep going, just keep going, just keep going. Never give up, never give in, never quit.
Never stop, never quit. You
Yeah.
know what came to me? It was very interesting because when you started to ask those questions, it's like my body started to relax, like in a different way. And now I'm holding the laptop on my knee, and I'm kind of sitting in a, I want it to be presentable, that's just, for the pleasure of it and for it in your honor, Sir Alan Jones. But at the same time, it's this a bit of a contraction from the position I'm sitting. And when you started to ask questions, you might have some participants from my foundation wandering around. They go in the house tree, in the tree house. So when you were asking the questions, it was like, wow, I have no idea what that is, but my body started to relax. And then you asked something, and here's the trick. You asked something, and at the same time, there was a plane flying around, and instead of listening to your question, I was more into the plane.
Yeah, I saw that.
What was that? What's that? How often does it happen that we hear stuff, important stuff for us, and then what do?
We get distracted. And you know what? When you notice that you've tuned out and not kind of so for me, it's like when I notice that I'm not, like, I've missed something because I was distracted, because I was like, okay, there's something here I'm not willing to hear. So, okay, what if I was just curious about that? So what am I not willing to hear here? Here. Yeah. So here, Dane here would say here. Here.
What am I
Anyway.
not willing to hear here, Doctor Here?
Yeah, exactly. So, like, and just from a space of curiosity, if we didn't make ourselves wrong, if we were curious, like, I wonder what that is. I wonder. So, like, and real, just very quickly, this whole thing around. So, I've been looking at feelings recently, and we talked about identity when you said, who are you? And this morning it was really funny. I heard myself saying, because every day I destroy and uncreate my identity, so that way I can be whatever is required in any moment to be the greatest contribution to everyone. That's the aim of it. And this morning it was like, oh wow, like I feel like my identity is hardwired into me. And the minute I heard myself, I feel, it's like, oh my God. Because when we feel stuff, we lock it into our bodies. It's like, okay, so if I popped all the feelings, would I have an identity?
Whoa.
I could talk for hours. Yeah, I could talk for hours about this stuff. This is why I love facilitating access, because when we start to talk this way and just allow stuff to, like, I had no idea what I was going to say to you this morning. I had no real idea what kind of tool I was going to choose. I was going to choose one of the, how does it get any better than this? But choice is the one that came up. Because it is one of the greatest tools we have available. And as we choose that, all of this other stuff is kind of coming out. And the universe is going, and have this, and have this. And the more we choose greater, the more the universe desires to give to us. The more the universe desires to contribute. That's the thing. It's like, what else can I choose greater today that would actually allow me to receive even more?
The greater we choose for, the more the universe is willing to gift us.
Yeah.
Meme.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I just spout this stuff, and I'm like, yeah. Well, doesn't everyone know that? It's so normal for me just to go, and then people go. I'm like, oh.
Alan, let me share my view on this. You're weird.
Yeah. True story.
You're not normal. I wish you could, but you will never be. And I'm so
No,
grateful for you being who you
thank you.
are, whoever you woke up this morning, and you will discover, because this is how we start foundation, right? Who am I
Yeah.
today, and what grand, glorious adventures are waiting for me out there? So, to all of us watching, yeah, who are you this morning, and what choices are available to you today that you
Mm.
haven't been considered up to now? And yeah, what else is possible?
What else is possible with choice that you don't think is possible with choice, that if you allow the possibility, would allow even greater choices to show up for you that are totally fun beyond anything you could never imagine?
That. Wow.
Woo!
This was foundation before foundation. So peeps, this was my personal facilitation into foundation. So in case you didn't know, I'll start my foundation in like half an hour. Alan, thank you so much for drinking your coffee with me, because I know you were drinking coffee.
I was.
And listen, for the people who would like to stalk you, you know,
Yes.
and find you and stay in contact with you, where do they find you?
So you can find me on Facebook. And my name is Alun, Alun. So it's Alan Jones. Actually, bear with me. I think it's my Facebook name is Alan.changeagent. I think that's how
I'll either ways, I'm going to, at the end, when
Yeah.
this video is done and the recording is uploaded, I'm going to put all the details where people can
Awesome.
find you. But for those of, there are some people who are not really
They
looking at
don't
the
use Facebook.
descriptions, just
Yeah.
tell them. That's easier.
So you can find me on Facebook, or you can find me on my website, which is alun-jones, jones.com. So alan-jones.com. So that's probably the best place to find me on my and my website also has links to things like Instagram, YouTube, and my email. You can contact me that way as well. And I am all over social media. So if you go into YouTube and type my name, my name will probably come up. So
And I would so much, you know, suggest, give a nudge, whatever, like give a gentle push, go find Alan and his videos. And you know what? Keep an eye on his Facebook lives, because those are just nuggets. If you get to be there when he's live, then listen, your life changes every second. What if you accelerated that in a very fun way, profound and deep, and watched his Facebook
also,
live?
if I may, I'm going to do a very shameless plug. I have 2 foundation classes coming up. One in Los Angeles,
Oh,
which I am so excited about, and that's in October. And
wow.
come and play with me in LA and my friend Paula. Or I'm also in Calgary, Canada, in November. So, or you can always come to London and I'll do one here for you. But like, if we didn't make geography a challenge, where would you choose a foundation class in the world, whether it's with me or anybody else? But yeah, if you want to come and play in LA, notice the rhyme there.
Whoa, if you
Come
want to
play in
play in
LA.
LA, you know where to find Mr.
You know where
A.
to find me. Yeah, and you can find me also on the Access Consciousness website. If you look under Facilitators, I'm there as well. So I think it's accessconsciousness.com/Alan Jones. It will bring up my profile.
I will stalk you first.
You may stalk me anytime you like, my darling. It's been an absolute joy. Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you
You are
so
such an
much.
inspiration.
Thank you so much. And until next time, live or online,
Mwah.
kisses and hugs to you and to everybody watching. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thanks,
Bye
everyone.
bye.
Bye-bye.